pretty much universally, but this piece especially, it's what's going on in the bass line that's kind of telling you what's happening in the whole piece. And when the bass line is slow, it sort of tells you it's luxurious, it's open. And when the bass line starts moving faster, it's saying, well, now I'm going somewhere, I'm leading to a new place. Right? Because how does it lead us to a new place? It starts us in D, right? And it leads us to A, right? Yeah. So in a way, I don't want you to over-accent it, but I want you to just listen to the bass notes when you play this, and try to let the bass notes tell you how much time to take. Try it one more time. It's better. Okay, so there's one little technical thing that you could get a little better on. This note right here is one that you hold a lot shorter than any other bass note. This one's easy to hold because it's open, right? And this one, when you go to your third finger, you're kind of cutting that one off. It's a sort of contentious question with this piece in general. It's like a high-level thing. How long should the bass notes be? Because in Bach's manuscript, they're actually kind of short, but I like them to ring a little bit. I like to be able to hear them. But we shouldn't have any note like suddenly much shorter than the others. So can you figure out why that note's getting cut a little earlier than any of the other ones? Can you do it and maybe stop on it and go to the next note and hold it for a little bit longer? Exactly. And by then you're fine. Probably even by the time you put your second finger down, you're fine. But you sort of went, so it's like, oh, like a sudden short note. And then all the other ones, yeah. So try that again. Try it in context now. Very good. Good. Okay. So let's go on. I just want to keep going. So sort of the same thing kind of happens in these two measures that happened in these two measures. Because it gets harder, that it gets a little bit rushy, and you sort of lose that lovely sense of poise that you had in this part, which is you're doing this great. I love the way you're doing it. But it just sounds for me, a little too agitated too soon. And so maybe part of it is trying to hear that it's not just a single line that goes. That's all one line. But you can start to hear it as a sort of a dialogue. This is a little different way to look at it. That you got like. So here I was trying to actually hold some notes over so you could hear them as a little dialogue. So it's like one voice is. This is, right? And if you run them together too much, we lose that a little. So the way to do it is to try to have, when the new entrances come in, taking a little bit of time and shaping it. Try it. From there. right here where you get a little too strong. You get, and partially it's because, you know, the guitar, the top string is always kind of it's always the bright one, and especially the open string can be really brash. And so maybe you get a little too hard too soon, because I want this little line to direct, you know, kind of to there, not jumping in early on it. You see what I mean? This was a lot better, a lot better. Go from. Try it again. Much better. Better. Very good. Pick it up quick. Okay, so now what changes here? There's a couple things that change. But what's the most obvious thing that's changing here? The key. Very good. So one other thing changes. The bass notes. Very good. Bass notes, after being one per measure, and then later on it's two per measure, like right now it's every beat. And so it's Bach sort of saying, at the beginning, he's trying to express this expansive thing. It's long and wide, like that. And then here he's saying, okay, let's go, come on. You know, if we just play the chords. I'm going somewhere. Are you going to come with me all the way to there? So this is where you want to kind of start moving through, and then when he finally arrives here, he has that long line again. You know. So let's see if we can make it. In jazz, they call it, when the bass is moving, they call it a walking bass line. I'm going somewhere, and this is like Bach's version of a walking bass. Well, you know, they say that Bach was the greatest jazz musician ever. Now I've completely lost all respect. No, but in a way, it serves the same emotional purpose. That the bass note, the increase of movement in the bass sends a new message. And what you can do, have you ever just played the bass line by itself? Can you do it? From right there. Or how about, you know, at the right time to know. Very good, very good. So, you know, there's a dynamic shape that's here, and that's fine. But I think within the little four-note group, there's always this sense of like the last note of the measure kind of resolves on the downbeat, and you hear this.